All right, guys, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be doing a little bit different. I'm gonna be doing the most frequently asked questions. So I'm gonna go basically all the questions that I've been getting. I might just do like the top 5 or so, unless I'm able to find more questions or anything like that. But yeah, so I just wanted to do something a little bit more different than my usual, just day in a life. I'd like to switch it up for you guys, and then plus also I know I get these questions a lot, so hopefully it'll help you guys out to know what to do or why people ask these questions, because most of the time people are new, or people just want to find another way to do whatever their question is. So I'm gonna go over the top 5 questions that a lot of people ask me a lot, and I get this frequently. So if you guys don't mind, make sure you give this video a big like, and then also subscribe down below if you are new. My name is Victor, and I do work for a third-party company that has a contract with Amazon. So I'm not directly with Amazon, but we do deliver their packages. So make sure to subscribe down below, and then also check out my other videos as well. I do have a couple of them. And if for whatever reason I didn't answer any of the questions that you had, you guys know, and you guys are more than welcome to drop a comment down below, and then I'll answer the questions there. Or if not, I might just do another part 2 video. If you guys did like this video, like I said, make sure to give it a like, and it lets me know that you guys want a part 2, and I'll go ahead and get another questions, more frequently questions that I do get asked and things like that. So like I said, make sure to give it a like if you guys want to see part 2. And then also, guys, please subscribe. It is free, guys, and it does help me out a lot. It means the world to me when you guys subscribe and like the video as well. It keeps me motivated, it keeps me going, pumping these videos for you guys, because as you guys know, I'm doing my job, and and on top of that, I have to go ahead make time to sit down and make these videos as well. So sometimes, like today for example, I'm gonna be doing it in my lunch, so your boy ain't gonna be eating lunch today, but like I said, I do it for you guys because I know a lot of people do have questions and things like that regarding this job specifically. So guys, if you guys don't mind, make sure to give it a like. I know I've said this so many times in this video, I'm sorry guys, and then subscribe down below. Whew. All right guys, let me take this off. Whew. Man, it feels so good taking that off. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm gonna get this video started. So like I mentioned to you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do top 5 frequently asked questions that I get. Now let's try to fix the camera. All right, cool. So the number 1 question that I always get is, how do I finish my route faster? That's number 1. So there's not really, it's not really like something that you can like do right away. To be honest, it just kind of takes experience. So I usually always tell everyone that tells me, how do I finish my route faster? What do I do? And like I said to you guys on previous videos is, try to organize your van to make it more efficient and more quicker for you. For example, that means organizing your overflows, so that way you're not going in the van trying to figure out, oh, where's this, where's that, and it's gonna take you at least like a good minute or 2 until you find it. And that's a minute or 2 that you could be out delivering your packages. So try to organize your overflow, your bags as neatly as you can, however you guys do it. Like I mentioned, everyone does it differently. I do it differently. I don't do it the traditional way that probably they taught you guys. I've adapted different methods so when I first started, I did it a different way, and then now that I've been doing it for a while, now I just I think I've shown how I load my van, a couple videos, but yeah, so I do it a little bit different, but it works for me, and if I'm able to finish my route faster, then if it's not broken, don't fix it, you know what I mean? So That's what basically what I can tell you guys. There's not really a thing, you know. Like I told you, also you can also put your packages in the front with you, so that way it's easier for you guys to find it. Like I said, what I'll do is I'll put my envelopes with me here, and in the bag I'll just leave all the boxes, so that way when I go to a stop, it tells me, oh, envelope. I'm not going in the bag trying to figure out trying to find that envelope. I already have the envelopes here in the front, so I'll just go and I'll try to look for them. And then as they get smaller and smaller and I don't have that much envelopes, then what I'll do is I'll try to organize them by the street. So if they have the same street name, then all right, cool. So I'll put them together, so that way when I'm at the street, I'm not looking here, or anywhere. I already know where it's at. The street, I put it up here. So I'll go and I'll look at those, and then it makes it faster. So, and that's one of the tips that I can tell you guys. To be honest, the number one thing is just experience. You just have to go ahead and do this for a while, and then eventually you'll get good. It's not something that you're gonna start your Amazon journey right away, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be quick. Like, no, that's just not how it works. It does take time, so just be patient, and like I said, organize your van and you should be good to go. All right, now numero dos. So the other thing that I do get is how much is the pay. Now the pay, it all depends on the contractor that you're working with. Like I said, when I'm working directly with Amazon, it is a third-party company. So some companies, it might start you off at 16. Some, will start you off at 15. So it all just kind of depends. What I've seen is a lot of companies do start at 15. So most likely you'll start at 15. If you don't and you get 16, even better, great. And which is the reason why I always tell you guys, when you are applying for Amazon, apply for different ones, and you'll be able to see in Indeed, at least. I'm not sure on the Amazon.com, but at least in Indeed it tells you how much they'll pay. Now sometimes it won't be that amount. They'll start you off at 16 and they're going to be like, oh, you can work your way up depending on your performance, and that's different. But most of the time, no matter what, you are going to start at 15. So just keep that in mind, if you because I do get this question a lot. And then depending on the company as well, they do bonuses and things like that depending on your performance. So each company is different. Fortunately for me, my company, they don't do that. Don't know why. They should, but they don't. So for me, right now I'm at 16, and that's just because when I was working here for about a year, I asked for a raise, and I was able to get that raise to 16. So that's why I'm at 16, is because they did go ahead and give me a raise. So if you guys want to try that after like a year or so, talk to your contractor about giving you a raise. As long as your performance is good. The number one thing that they always look for is your mentor score is good, above 750, I believe, or something like that. So as long as that's good, you should be fine. As long as you don't call off, because that's one of the things they did look into, is for me, is my attendance. How was my attendance? So my attendance was good. I rarely call off. And then another thing is how many packages you bring back. For me, I try to bring no packages back, no matter what. It does look good for you when you do bring packages, because if you when you don't bring, I'm sorry, it does look good when you bring no packages to the warehouse. So, and then that's another thing. If you do bring some, then of course you're gonna get docked or points and things like that. So that's just not gonna look good for you. So as long as you're not returning any packages, you show up on time, and you do your job, I don't see why they wouldn't oh my god, guys, I can't even talk. I don't see why they wouldn't give you a raise. But like I said, it doesn't hurt to try. It doesn't hurt to go ahead and say something, because if you never say nothing, you'll never get that raise. And for me, luckily, I was able to see the owners when they came to the offsite one of those days, and I did mention to them, and they looked into it. The next day, I was able to get a raise. So that's a good thing about it. So but beginning, they do start you off at 15. Like I said, all depends on your contractor as well. All right, so question number 3 is do they drug test you? Now, they do drug test you. Actually, sorry, do they drug test you / do driving test? So let me start with the first one. So they do drug test you guys, depending on what company. I believe for me, I think I only had like the mouth swab and things like that, but I know other companies do have you go to the bathroom and provide them with the samples, so things like that. So I know they do drug test you guys, so and then that is another question that I do get asked a lot as well. And then as far as like a driving test, there is not a driving test. I know for the postal office, like they have driving tests and things like that, but Amazon does not. They have just like a classroom setting where you go for 2 days. I mean, I don't know about now with everything going on, but I think now they're just doing it virtually. But you'll go for like a day or two, depending, and then you'll go ahead and fill out like a test or do a test about, you know, basically everything that they explain to you. So that's pretty much it. There's not a driving test that you get to do. So that's one of the things that I do get a lot, is they do drug test you guys, and then there's no driving course or anything that you get. All right, so next question, numero cuatro, number 4, is there growth within the company? So it all kind of depends, to be honest, with the company that you're with. Now, I have seen people move up and become dispatchers and like dispatchers managers and things like that with different companies. So it just kind of all depends. No matter what, the company's always going to need dispatchers because they're going to be getting more drivers, and you're going to need more dispatchers to go ahead and keep an eye on the drivers, make sure everything was good and everything like that. So no matter what, you'll be able to, you know, hopefully get promoted, just depending on your performance and things like that. Unfortunately, your boy is not a go. Hasn't happened yet, and I don't know if it ever will. But I'm okay with that. I've already come to the conclusion of it, that if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. To be honest, for me, as long as I get my raises that I would want, then I'm okay with it. I don't mind driving and things like that. To be honest, I prefer driving, you know, go and see the scenery and things like that, just different places. So I prefer that rather than just staying in one place. Before Amazon, I did customer service for like 10, 11 years. And that was just me sitting in a cubicle for eight hours a day, and this is way better. Let's just say it's just, I don't know how I did it, but I did it. But so I don't mind being a driver, you know, as long as I get my raise and things like that I would want, then I'm okay with that. But there is growth just depending on the company that you are with. So you know, if you guys are interested in things like that, if you're a driver right now and you want to become a dispatcher, just work on your performance. Make sure your mentor score, you know, is good. You're not bringing any packages back, and things like that, because they do look at that. To be quite honest, I'm not exactly sure what they look for, but I know if you do great as far as performing wise, even if you like help out people, you know what I mean, after your route you go and rescue people and things like that, they might even look into that, to be honest. So who knows, that might be the reason why I haven't been considered, is because I don't rescue people, at least not anymore. When I first started, I used to rescue a lot, but just because for how long I've been here, how many packages that I usually have to do all the time, I don't know. For me, it's like, I feel like if I can finish 300 packages, well, I don't see why the other person that has less packages can't finish. But that's just my opinion. But I'm going off topic. But yeah, so there is gonna be growth no matter on what you do. So just work hard for it. Voice your opinion. Let them know, like, hey, you know, if you guys are, you know, looking for a dispatcher and things like that, you know, I'm available. I would love to do it, just so that way they're aware of it. And then next time they're looking for someone and things like that, they'll keep you in mind. So you do want to just go ahead and do that, and see how it goes. But there is growth within the company. Just like I said, every company is different. So you might have to wait until either a dispatcher leaves, or they're gonna need some more people to fill positions on dispatchers and things like that. So that's one of the things that you'd want to go ahead and look out. All right, and then finally there is numero 5, number 5. So how old do you have to be to work for Amazon? Now, for delivery driver, you do have to be 21 years of age to go ahead and apply. Warehouse is different. You know, you can be working at 18, but for a driver, you do have to be 21 years old. So you do have to be 21 years old, so keep that in mind when you are applying, because yeah, they're not going to be accepting you, or letting you know if you're, you know, under the age of 18. And normally they should be able to go ahead and put it where when you are applying what's the age limit and things like that, but in case they don't, it is 21 years old. So if you're not 21, but you do want to be a driver, what I would do is I would probably recommend you doing the Amazon warehouse for a couple years. Once after that, you can actually start going applying to become a delivery driver and things like that. So I would do that. I've had, or at least I know people at the warehouse that started doing a delivery driver and they ended up going to the warehouse and things like that. So definitely keep that in mind. If you are under the age of 21, is work at the warehouse for a couple years. Then after that, when you're ready and you're 21, go ahead and start applying to become a delivery driver. All right, guys, so that's pretty much all the questions, or at least the most questions that I do get asked a lot. If you guys do want to, like I mentioned earlier, if you guys do want me to do a part 2 with other questions, I know every video I get different questions. So if you guys do want a part 2, let me know down below. Also give this video a like, just lets me know that you guys do want to see the part 2, and I'll go ahead and get more questions from, you know, down in the comments that you guys let me, and then make another video for part 2 and things like that. But thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, if you guys will do me the favor, is subscribe down below, and also give this video a big like as well. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, once I get to 500 subscribers, I will be doing a little giveaway, nothing too crazy or anything like that, but I do want to do more giveaways later on in the future. You know, just because, you know, you guys, I appreciate you guys. You guys are watching my videos, and you know, I could be making videos and no one will be watching, and it just wouldn't be the same. So I really do appreciate you guys. So I do want to do a little giveaway and things like that, and then eventually, as the channel grows, the bigger the giveaways will be as well. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.